What's up, I'm Joe. So a lot of people have been writing in on Tumblr and YouTube and Twitter asking me questions and things like that, and I always do my best to make time to respond to whatever I get. So if you want to ask me any questions, my Tumblr and my YouTube inbox are always open. Anyway, I got an email last week asking, how do I get girls to like me? And then the one right after that complained about, oh, boys never pay attention to me, and I just wanted to give them each other's usernames and say, Mazel Tov! But I'm a matchmaker, I can't resist! I know at some point everybody asks that question, how do I get girls and or boys to like me? Well, the only answer that I've ever heard to that actually worked is to care about things other than getting girls to like you, but I get it. I know when you're single and you feel unlikable, you just need somebody to give you advice, and unfortunately for you, there are thousands of people on the internet willing to do just that. For example, if you're a guy and you're out there Googling around, you might run across the pickup artist community that's growing in popularity online. You might find the book The Game by Neil Strauss, or if you're more likely to watch Jersey Shore than to read, you might have seen The Pickup Artist, which is on VH1, I think. In either case, the idea that the pickup artists subscribe to is that by following a certain set of rules and behaviors, you can get women to like you. Now, I'm going to take a second and build up the pickup community before I torch it to the ground like the centerpiece of a desert hippie festival, so hear me out. The philosophy of the pickup community caters to men who want to discover the formula to getting girls, as though you could just, go to the store and pick one out. Let's see. Daddy issues, menstruating, crazy ex-boyfriend. Oh, look! Vapid, hot, and quiet. Just what I was looking for. Oh man, this one is 100% opinion free. Now I can't choose. The idea that there is a method guaranteed to get women to like/love/sex you up is a deep, deep magic, and one that men have proven that they will shell out ridiculous sums of money to obtain. Didn't I just promise to say something nice about these guys? Oh yeah! For all of the pure sleaze that the pickup artist community has, I think there's actually something noble going on underneath the surface. Deep, 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 deep underneath the surface that doesn't really exist anywhere else in society. You see, for the ancient Greeks, conversation was an art form. They would actually train to get better at communicating with one another, but at some point we decided that instead of something you could get better at, conversation was just a talent you had. So if you didn't have the talent, there was nothing you could do about it, and if you already did have the talent, well, why bother training? So what the pickup community has unwittingly done is to rekindle the idea that you can study conversation to enrich yourself, to become more engaging. These are all skills that need to be learned and practiced. There's a virtue to wanting to improve yourself, to be fearless in conversation with other people. Think about how awesome life would be if everybody entered every conversation like a game. Like you were trying to make this the best conversation that you've had all day. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, that was the nice thing. So what was next? Oh yeah. As much of a fan as I am of making life a game, I think the scoring system and the victory conditions that they've established here are a little out of whack. My friend Colin called the pickup community the Guitar Hero of dating. I think it's more like D&D. Those of you who have rolled up a character and thrown them into a fight against monsters in Dungeons & Dragons can empathize with these guys who stay at home searching for the perfect conversation and then going out and testing it in the field. And all of this is ignoring the insultingly reductive nature of systematizing women into not people, but opponents. If you still don't understand how stupid and insulting it is to treat women like monsters, think about a book that offers advice on how to deal with black people and how to talk to them and use biological evolutionary triggers that make the black people different to get them to like you and to do what you want. Would you say, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea? Or would you say, what? If you didn't just throw up in your mouth a little bit, you might want to get your stomach checked. You see, for all of the great skills and knowledge that these guys are accruing, it's not to better themselves, it's to try and get power over women. This is the line between learning to be interesting and being exploitative, between telling a story and propaganda. They don't want to be conversationalists, they want to be psychomancers. Again, I'm not necessarily the person to go to for this advice, but I do know that of all the ideas you're going to hear for getting people to like you, becoming a sociopath is not the best one. Pick up the guitar or something. I mean, there are good things about the pickup community, but they're selling a communication degree with a minor in doing it, and they can get away with it because they know that people will take any advice on this topic. The real irony of this situation, though, is that these guys are their own proof. But they're not picking up women, they're picking up customers, and the fact that the lies work so well on so many people means that they're not entirely lies. Their stories are doing exactly what they're trying to do, which is to interest the people that they're trying to interest. And they bring men in droves, desperate to open up their pocketbooks to get some knowledge of the arcane and mysterious woman. Whether or not they really do know what women want, they sure as hell have the guys pegged. 50XP for watching. Peace and love. Perfectly tuned. Ah, yes. I love it.